Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the F1 22 series here in the JJ Racing League, aka the JRL. And tonight begins round number 12 here at the Bahrain International Circuit, another powerhouse track on the calendar. And we are set for an exciting race, which is the most, I think it's the most popular track, and it's the most played track in this game currently, for obvious reasons. So, including tonight, 4 more races until. Well, actually, no. Excuse me, scratch that. 3 more races, including tonight's race, will be the finale at Abu Dhabi coming up in late October. And I will go ahead and pull the chat up. So. And for some reason, the bit rate is not doing too good. I don't understand why. Odin says, invite Odin. Pretty sure I invited everyone that needs to join. We're still waiting on a few drivers, but we don't start till 9 p.m. anyway, so we have about 5-ish minutes before we start. Let me update the stream category. We're playing F1 22, so we can get in the algorithm. There we go. So that should be it. So looking at the upcoming schedule after tonight's race here at Bahrain, it will be Interlagos, which is the Brazilian racetrack, for round 13. Round 14 will be Saudi Arabia, the penultimate race of the season, and the finale at Abu Dhabi will be in late October, the final week in October. So, meanwhile, let's pull up the current driver standings. So RZX Dreams, aka OTC Dreams, leads with 199 points, 40 points above RTX Sparks, who didn't have the best race last week at Suzuka. Dreams went on to win that race, starting at the rear of the grid due to a penalty at the previous race at Belgium during the qualifying session. So Dreams with 4 wins, Sparks with 3 wins. So Sparks really needs to put in some good results. Needs to put in better results than Dreams is doing right now, but I don't know. It could be any one of the championship contenders races tonight. I mean, you got guys like Elite Fusion, who's also, he's riding up there, but not quite sure if he has championship winning material. I mean, at this point of the season, Fusion just needs someone, mainly the top two, to lag out or DNF early in the race and give him points, and he needs to win all the races, but not sure if that's going to quite happen, but you never know. Anything could happen, but for now we'll just say that Dreams and Sparks are the two that are going to be fighting it out through until we hit Abu Dhabi. But Fusion currently sits third, 75 points behind championship leader Dreams. World X Spams Edits got passed in the points last week at Suzuka, and Edits was a championship favorite in the early season, where he won 2 straight races, and all of a sudden he just lost his mojo. Just out of nowhere, just barely hanging on to podium positions, top fives, and struggling to even finish the race car. So currently sits fourth in the battle between Fusion and Games for the P3 spot in the championship. Games, meanwhile, missed last week at Suzuka. He sits 83 points behind Dreams. Games sitting at 116 points. Dr. Gruber Jr., who is once in on that battle for P3, he's been putting in very good results lately. He could have had a shot to win at Suzuka last week, but made a mistake late in that race. Spinning in the S's after leading all the laps. So that's really unfortunate for Goober, but he currently sits 6th in the championship, 95 points to his total, 104 behind Dreams. Mikey, who not sure if he's going to be joining us tonight, he sits P7 in the standings. Odin sits P8. Sniper Hyper sits P9, and RPL Titan Iron sits P10. That is your top 10 in the points. So it is 9 o'clock currently. Waiting on one more driver to join, and looks like we're going to get the show on the road. Weird Warlord, thank you for joining the stream. First time viewer, so we appreciate you for joining the stream. Looking forward to a good race tonight here at Bahrain. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe you're related to Steven, who is SSR Mayhem. Unfortunately, Mayhem doesn't race F1, so yeah, won't be seeing his name in the lobby tonight. But he does race in our Forza Motorsport 7 series on a Friday night, so yeah, he should make an appearance at Watkins Glen Friday. But it looks like we are all set to go. Just need to be the spectator now. One last check at the lobby, make sure it's all good, ready to go. It looks like it is all good to go. 18-minute qualifying session once again. The final one-shot session is at Brazil. That will be the next race after tonight here at Bahrain. And it looks like we are all set. So let me just inform the drivers that we are ready to go. I need to start keeping the chat up. I keep forgetting to do that a lot. Odin says, I bet Sparks will win. Well, talking with Sparks and Dreams privately about a week ago, they said they're not the best at this racetrack, so it might be a very interesting race with the top two in the standings going into tonight. So we don't know. Maybe someone like Elite Fusion, who has been up there with the front runners of the race, or Dr. Goober Jr., who's been quite impressive during our qualifying sessions. Maybe he might steal the show tonight. And Fusion and Goober not quite in the championship battle, or at least championship winning battle. But they are going for third in the standings right now. Fusion currently third in the standings as we speak. Here we go, 10 drivers taking the, qualifying session tonight. And Dreams has left the session for some reason. Looks like he should join back. Maybe something happened to his game. So we're going to go leader. Go. No telemetry, lap data, and full track map. So it is Enforced Dust who leads the field. Enforced has not joined us since Mexico, quite a long time since he's raced with us. Alright, so I have the grid onto the track now. And we'll just sit and talk until we start seeing our drivers start taking their first laps of the session. Looks like the two Ferraris not going out yet. Possibly saving some set of tires for the race. Odin also not going out quite yet. So we'll have a look at second in championship. That is RZX Sparks warming up his set of soft tires for his first run at potential pole position here at Bahrain. Like we said pre-race, he needs a really good result tonight. Definitely feel like if he wants to win this championship, he needs to finish ahead. He doesn't necessarily need Dreams to do bad in the races. He just needs to finish better than him in some of these races. And the point separation between 25 points and 18 points you get awarded for first and second is quite a lot when it comes to this type of racing. And these cars are very sensitive in this game. Mainly with the traction side of things. Even though these cars are a lot grippier now, and they don't have that good of straight line speed anymore like they did in 2021. Sparks almost going over the track limits there, but he keeps it clean. He's gone quickest in the first two sectors. Dust, the only one who's put a lap in so far. Sparks will be the next across the line here. Second in the standings. He's going to put in a 129.5, shatters that time that Dust put in. And Fusion will be the next across the line. Fusion goes quickest, almost an entire tenth quicker than Sparks, but the track will get faster as we speak. And I believe Dreams has rejoined the session because 2 McLarens are on track now. Corbel has invalidated his lap. Dreams, without a doubt, goes quicker. Well, he went quicker there for a second. But Goober immediately shatters it, so Goober with pole position at the moment, a little over a tenth quicker than the rest of the field. That should change. Odin has gotten quickest in middle sector. Enforced has decided to DNF himself from the grid. So that does it for qualifying for him. Odin rounds the final corner. He's not really using any ERS. I think he's run out. But it's good enough for third. Impressive lap from Odin, who's been struggling here recently. He got a chance to potentially get a podium at Suzuka not last season, but last week. That unfortunately washed away when he made a mistake. So 2 Ferraris. Well, one's on the out lap, one's on a flying lap. We'll look at the one that is on a flying lap, that being Zekman. Corbel and that guy will be on their out laps. Everyone else towards the pits. Here are the ones that are still out. But here comes Zekman, putting a lap on the board. Good enough for P3. 2.5 tenths off of Goober's pole time. So it looks like Zekman gonna cool down his tires for a cool down lap, bringing it into the pits. Corbel, who has yet to set a lap, he invalidated his first run here in the session. So it is Goober that leads from Dreams, from Zekman, from Odin, and from Fusion. That is your top 5 as it stands on the qualifying board. Sparks, Nix, Enforce, Dust will be the next 3. The next 2 would be Corbel Plays and that guy. They have not yet set on a lap. Corbel will be the next cross the line, but he is on an out lap, so we're not going to pay attention to that. But that guy ZP has kept the lap clean so far. He would be the next cross the line, put on a lap board if he keeps these last 2 corners pretty cleanly here. So tonight's track is all about mobility and speed. Which one are you going to have more, the speed or the mobility? But that guy ZP crossed the line, new driver of the series. Half a second off of Dr. Goober Jr. That will put him up to P7, his first lap on the board. Nix went up to 8th there. So looks like all the drivers starting to come back out now as we're looking at the full map here. Not sure what Nix is just doing there. He just stopped on the track, don't know why. So OTC Dreams will be the next across the line, invalidated, so possibly going out for another lap here. Wouldn't be the foggiest if he did. Next is just gonna go out wide, don't know what's going on with him. So Sparks, flying lap, across the line. He will not improve. Yeah, no, did not improve on this lap. Early struggles in qualifying for second in the championship standings. RZX Sparks in the Alpine. Corbel plays, finally puts in a lap. He will go P9. One place better than Enforced Dust, who is out of qualifying. That guy's ZP. Ferrari crossing the line here. Will he go any quicker? Nope. 15 seconds off. So, yep, he must have backed out of his lap. Odin's going to be next across the line, following by Dreams, who invalidated the lap prior on this run. So we're going to watch Odin, then quickly watch Dreams here. So Odin has kept it clean. Here we go through the final corner. Sweeping right-hander corner, following the long straight here on the front stretch. And Odin has not gone quicker. It didn't say how much he lost on that time, but meanwhile, Dreams improves by 3.5 tenths, a 28.7 over the man who's been dominant in the qualifying sessions recently. But Sparks is going to be next across the line here. He goes quicker, a tenth quicker than Dreams. Like we said, Sparks, who was struggling qualifying here early on, all of a sudden, I take back my words. That's provisional pole for RJ Sparks. Just 7.5 minutes to go here in the 18-minute session. Corbel plays crossing the line here. He's not going to improve on his lap. He'll stay down to P9. Ferrari's going to be next across the line. That's going to be that guy's EP. He's coming into the pits. Odin has spun it in the middle sector. And it looks like... Oh, no. I thought they were bringing out Zachman there. Looking at the Ferrari pit crew. So Sparks from Dreams, from Goober, from Fusion, from Zachman, from Odin, from that guy. RZX Nix. Corbel plays, and Enforced Dust is how things look qualifying wise there. So, where is Dreams coming to the final corner? Not setting in a lap. Odin will also join him. Into the pits he goes. There's our provisional pole sitter. He's coming into the pits. Fusion has kept his lap clean. And I think it was a cooldown lap here. Maybe we didn't see him cross the line prior, but he's going to come into the pits here. I don't think he improved on the lap. Or there's Nick's right behind him getting ready for, again, wants another lap. The Williams comes in pits. Goober can't really do anything on this lap here. Corbel also coming in here. So 2 Ferraris coming out now. Everyone just waiting patiently for everyone else out here to set their laps. And they're going to get ready for the final round of qualifying. But we're still in the second round of qualifying, so things could change with these 3. The 2 Ferraris and 1 AlphaTauri driver. Nick's on a flying lap here as we watch him. He's kept it clean so far. Zachman currently on his flying lap with that guy's ZP 98 on a out lap there. We'll see where. So Zachman going around the final corner. We'll see where he goes. almost 5 minutes. So yeah, that's not gonna really do anything. Oh wait, 129. Oh, okay. I guess he put in a lap, but it didn't improve him. I don't know why it's 5 minutes there. I guess it was a glitch. Meanwhile, Nick's a 10th. Not too good on this lap. Just a 10th above his fastest lap. That guy's EP getting ready for a flying lap here. Corbel getting ready for an out lap. Staying out of the way of the AlphaTauri. So it's quiet in the pit lane at the moment. Corbel is the only one who came out of the garage. Let's come in now. All the ones that are in the garage, or the garage, however you say it, well, from wherever you are the ones who are regulars. That being Sparks, Dreams, Goober, Fusion, Odin. They are regulars of the season. So they know how it works. They're going to be patient here. Get ready for the final minute here in qualifying. Go for a quick out lap. Warm up those tires. And one which should be final flying lap here. Nix is not improving here. I think he should pit, and he's at a lot of rear tire spin there. So he should quickly come into the pits, throw on a new set of tires, and try to improve his position on the grid. He's not getting anywhere here. He's still going to keep going there. Don't know if that's the smartest move. That guy's EP. Not going any quicker, so we'll decide to pit here. The other Ferrari going to join him. Not sure if they're going to have enough time to get out. We'll see. Corbel's going to cross the line to begin this flying lap. And everyone else, the championship runners, the regulars, they're all coming out. Dream's the only one who hasn't come out yet. And this is also the risk of penalties, as you see the Ferrari mechanics attending the two drivers. Obviously, he was in the queue. And I'm not sure what Nix is doing here. He's not gonna he can't improve on his lap anymore. Even if he goes out for one more, the tires are just, they don't have enough grip yet because he's been spinning and he's been out on those set for a long time. So I think that about does it for Nix. He does not have enough time to come back to pits, throw on a new set, and then go out there, put in another lap. So I would say that was pretty much it for Nix there on this run. The front runners finally coming out here. Sparks is gonna cross. No, coming back to the pits. I think that's gonna do it for Sparks for qualifying. Currently on pole. Williams crossed the line. He's getting ready for an outlap. So everyone ready for their outlap here. That does it for RZX Nix. He finally comes into the pits. Corbel cannot improve. Well, I think he improved to 7th there. So here we go. Final lap for all these drivers who are out on the track currently. OTC Dreams on an outlap. He will be the final one to cross the line in qualifying. But we will. So Sparks done for qualifying on pole, at risk of losing it still. That guy's EP will not have enough time to cross the line here, so that's going to be it for qualifying. I would just retire the car if I'm that guy. So Fusion has gone quickest in the middle sector here. That doesn't necessarily mean you're going to go any quicker, and Fusion, I think, had to get out of the line there to let Goober back on, but that's going to pretty much do it for Goober. I don't think he's going to go any quicker than that. And he's retired their car. Fusion's going to cross the line here and he can improve, but not by much. He stays P4 on the grid. OTC Dream still on a flying lap. Corbel done for qualifying. He stays at P7. Odin, he's also done in qualifying. Goober does not need to be doing that, so Goober does not need to be doing donuts on the track. So here we go, we're right on board, championship leader. He hasn't gotten quicker in any of the sectors here, but still, you can put in a good lap. He's gone a bit wide. He got quickest in the middle sector. Did not give him a track limits invalidation, but he's still going. Using all that curbing on the inside, going through that fast right-hander. Here we go, rounding the final corner. And he invalidated it. Just a bit wide and can't do anything here. That does it for Dreams. Sparks will hang on to a pole position. And there's a look at your final results in the 18-minute session. It is RZX Sparks taking another pole position in a very important one tonight as races are winding down as we speak. But it's championship rival starting on the other side of the grid with him in that front row. Very critical race start here at Bahrain. Who's going to lead after turn 1 in the heavy braking zone? We'll find out here in a few minutes. Drivers putting in their final setups and their tire strategies before they begin the formation lap. Start the round of 12 of the F122 series. Tonight, including 3 more races to go until we hit Abu Dhabi to decide the championship. 4 points separates with the top 2. Dreams, your championship leader, entering tonight's race. Sparks on pole, looking for a better result than Dreams tonight. So let's pull up the race tire situation. So everyone's starting on the medium set of tires, looking to go a little bit longer here on stint 1, possibly going on the hard set of tires during the second stint. It should last them the whole way. There's a look at the predicted strategy. So mediums and hards somewhat halfway through could get you the whole way. You could go soft, medium, and then hard. That would be the slower strategy. That is the second option that the drivers could possibly have. And you wonder, because we talked about pre-race, that these two drivers have not been very confident when it comes to this racetrack. But they are on the front row tonight. And they're going to line themselves on the grid. 3 more races to go until Yas Marina. Here you go, 10 drivers on the grid to begin The round of 12 of the F122 series here at Bahrain International. It's RZX Sparks, it's OTC Dreams, the two championship contenders on the front row. And we are underway here at Bahrain. Goober has a bit of wheel spin at the start. Odin having a look at the inside of the hash driver, but it's the top two underway here in the first corner. Dreams a nose length into the first corner. Sparks down the second, Dreams out the first. Already early, the top two in the championship have swapped, and Elite Fusion is around in the second corner. Top two nose to tail with each other as they go through the tricky middle sector here at Bahrain. Right on board with second championship, that being RZX Sparks. The Dreams lead some Sparks from Zachman, from Odin, from Nix. That is your top five standing. Uber did not have a good start. He falls all the way back to P9 after the wheel spin at the start. Fusion getting spun. You can definitely tell Sparks doesn't have any ABS on, considering he has a wheel, so it was not very necessary. Nix has spun it, possibly riding curving too much, or maybe too much throttle applied, but he's lost all that ground he's made at the start all the way back to ninth. Could possibly get passed by Fusion here. But Dreams leads first lap here. 29 scheduled laps the distance here at the Bahrain International Circuit. Watching the battle for P3 now, that being Odin and Zachman. Here we go. ERS, without question, helping Odin and the slipstream. To the inside goes Odin. Can't quite get it done on this occasion. Zachman's going to prefer to line out of there, but he's had a sloppy exit. Odin should get him here going into this corner. Zachman going to pinch him all the way to the inside as best he can. Slight contact from the two. And Odin's going to fall back to fourth. Corbel looking up the outside of Odin for fourth there. So three, almost four-car battle there for third, the final podium spot. Goober gaining some ground back. He's back to seventh now. Fusion still trying to see if he can get around RZX Nix here. And Fusion has gone a bit deep into that corner there. You can see on the mini race map in the middle sector. So he's losing more ground as we speak at the start. Top two have pulled away from everyone else. Odin slightly recharging that ERS, possibly getting another ready for another run on the front stretch here. Not quite. He does have slipstream, but it's not quite there enough. The DRS will be activated the very next lap. And that guy, ZP, has gone off in turn two, and Odin's getting pressure behind from the McLaren driver of Corbel plays back there in fifth and fourth, and Odin forced Corbel off there a little bit wide there into the corner. So Odin will hang on to fourth here. Meanwhile, he's losing ground on Zachman. He's lost about maybe 2-3 tenths here on this lap. And Zachman has spun himself coming into this heavy braking corner. And he's down the way. He falls to eighth now. One mistake falls him about, well, maybe about, no, 5 spots there. And that guy trying to get around Dr. Uber Jr. and Corbel spins it coming into the corner. They got to be careful. Corbel can unghost any time. Looks like they get around him pretty easily there. Goober putting pressure on that guy right now. Goober been one of the fastest drivers we've seen so far in this series. We're right on board. Goober see is going to get around the Ferrari. Slipstream coming into play. Possible dive to the inside here. Looks like he's going to try to get it done. Ferrari's going to fight back. He's going to have the grip around the outside. There we go. Great passing opportunity on the front stretch, and Goober, without a doubt, will get right by the Ferrari this time out. And he's looking to hang on to the 4th place. Now his next target is Odin. So Goober's made up a lot of ground here after a slight wheel spin at the start of this race. Next, I think he's going to put on a new fresh set of tires. He speeds in the pit lane at the same time. He can get that penalty removed if he comes into the pits. Actually, I think it's getting served now because this penalty marker isn't coming on the grid. Looks like there's a little battle going on there for 6th and 7th there. Enforced Dust trying to defend that 6th place spot from Zachman. Zachman looks like have a little bit more pace than Enforced here. And no, I think Nix has still got that 5-second penalty. So whenever he makes another pit stop, he should get it removed. So Zachman's going to have the DRS here of assistance. Right on board, see how he's going to get around. Enforced trying to get to the inside, and they hooked each other. Zachman hooked Enforced there. Enforced tried to pinch him to the wall, and that was not a very smart move by Enforced Dust, and Zachman should get around him pretty easily here. And he got to the back of Zachman again, and Enforced, I think, is around. Yes, he is. He loses spot to Corbel here. Not a very respectable move by Enforced Dust there, but anyway, Zachman's able to get the spot. Not sure if he got any damage there on the car. Let's see if he did. Don't think he did. But this is your top two battling out for the race lead. Just 0.8 separates these two. Sparks will have assistance from the DRS coming into the final corner here. He has the pace. He's going to have the DRS here. The back wing opens on the main straight. It's pulling him, but not enough to make any move. But we're going to come to another DRS point as the entire field has stretched out. This is the only battle going on for at the moment for position, that being the race lead. Sparks has a pull at DRS, but like we've been seeing all the time, the cars just cannot find any pace on the straights when it comes to DRS, and we've seen that a lot. Not sure if it's the custom setups having to be a factor, or if it's any ERS issues. We don't know. And the DRS has not really been a factor all this season long. You know, Nix is just having a bad day. He spun it. He's about to be lapped here. Corbel has also spun it. He might lose out a spot to Fusion back in 8th place. Sparks is gaining ground. He's used the DRS for assistance. He's got it down under 0.5 here. And this right here is just pure slipstream using the ERS here. Both drivers using ERS, but that lapped car might be a factor for Dreams if he gets any DRS. But here we go. Dreams might lose out a spot to Sparks here, but here we go down the main straight. Top two in the standings as they get ready to enter turn number 1. Sparks pulling out to the right, seeing if he can make a move. And he thought to himself that that might not have been smart if he did make the move. Not that big of a run he had on the main straight. It looked like it was promising. It looked like we were going to see it. But again, just not enough momentum coming out the corner. You got to be up to a driver in order to get some assistance with the slipstream, ERS, and DRS. And again, for those that don't know, we allow custom steps here, so that might have to do something with all the drivers just not getting the benefit of any DRS here. But here we go on the main straight. Nick's also having some DRS here. He has a lap down, so that's why he's ghosted. Two Ferraris battling it back there for 5th and 6th. Back there on that second straight. And Nix has spun it once again. That's a corner he does not like. It's not been too friendly with him in this game. And Nix continuing to lose ground. The only driver a lap down. Finished 5th last week at Suzuka. His best performance in the series. Sparks has lost about 2/10 on the previous lap. But again, this DRS is going to help him gain all this ground back. Another DRS point coming up, but this really isn't a point where you can gain a lot of ground. It's mainly the main straight where you can only gain the most ground. That's what we've been all seeing, whether it's in F122 or this new game, F122. Or excuse me, F1 2021. So if you're just tuning in with us, this is round number 12 of the F122 series here at Bahrain. Dreams leads from Sparks, from Odin, from Goober, from That Guy's EP. And Sparks has closed the gap once again. He's all over the rear wing of OTC Dreams. Under 2/10 here. Sorta under 2/10, but DRS coming back here. These two have been one of the quickest on the straights all season long. Look at this. Sparks can't do anything with this pull he's getting. You have to be under 2/10 to try to at least make a pass. I can't believe what I'm watching here. There's a 3-car battle back there for 7th, that being Dust, Corporal Plays, and Elite Fusion. Two Ferraris continue battling for 5th and 6th. And two Ferraris going at it. Zachman able to get in 5th now. Looks like Dust has gotten passed by Orbital Plays. Dust goes a little bit wide. He's holding up Fusion just slightly there. I think Fusion's going to get a long way around here. He has the pace to get around Enforced Dust, and he's able to gain another spot there in P8. But here comes the DRS train. Sparks 5/10 behind Dreams. He's not really gonna gain anything here. I hate to tell you. And okay. Enforced has, yeah, you can't. No. Enforced has retired himself intentionally from the race. Nix has also, I'm pretty sure he manually retired because he stopped on track. So there's going to be a discussion with the stewards with Enforced Dust raking out here. That's a big no-no here in this series. Few drivers electing to use this opportunity to come into the pits. Ferrari, McLaren, and Fusion, the Haas. Those are the four that are in. Goober, Odin, Spark, Streams, all staying out here. So under a safety car for the first time tonight, everyone has taken the opportunity to put on the fresh set of mediums. Two drivers out of the race and forced dust, RZX Nix. They will finish 9th and 10th. So safety cars backed up the entire fuel. Final three cars approaching the safety car queue. Looks like we're not going to go back to green here. Going down one more time. The safety car, I honestly thought the safety car was going to come in this time. Oh no, the safety car is coming in. Wow. Very... Alright, I was not expecting that, so... There's going to be a short dash to the line here, Sparks. And Sparks is looking to try to see if he could pass Dreams there, but Sparks got caught napping here at the start. So Dreams leads them. Odin trying to fend off Goober. He looks like he's going to hang on to third as they enter the first corner. Goober trying to go around the outside and can't quite get it done. He's a lot of oversteer. He's going to lose some ground here now. Corbel and that guy switching places. Big chunk of cars. Battling it out. Ferrari trying to go around the outside. Can't quite get it done there. That being Zachman. Odin in the fight for first. No, he has a 3-second time penalty weighing down him. Fortunately, that's not servable, so that's going to stick with him for the entire race. DRS activated the next 2 laps here. Corbel going around the outside here. Not gonna quite get it done. Oh wow, it's still around the outside. He thought he wasn't cleared there. Corbel's gonna have ERS slipstream here. Him and the Zachman are gonna trade some places here. Odin has got around Sparks for second there. We'll check on the battle for that. Corbel up to P5 now in his return. Sparks still fighting against Odin for second. Dreams likes to see this in this rear view, and Sparks and Odin go around. They collect each other, and they're going straight to the back of the grid. Unfortunate. Odin has been in a lot of incidents with the front runners in this series, but Dreams, a big gap now between him and second place. DRS online. Oh my. Zachman just went completely straight and he spun out of nowhere. That's how sensitive these cars are. So halfway to go here at Bahrain when they cross the line. Dreams has led every single lap here at the start of this one. Sparks has lost way too much ground now. That's the thing about this series. You cannot make mistakes at this point of the season when you're in a fight for first in the standings. Even though he has 40 points back, that 40-point margin can be lowered just instantly. So Sparks and Odin will move another spot to Zachman making a mistake there. Goober really not gaining much here on race leader. He's gained a few tenths, but not that much. Corbel is still in third. Elite Fusion is fourth. That guy, ZP, fifth. RGX, Sparks, and Odin for sixth and seventh here. And Zachman will round out the field in eighth. We are watching this battle for sixth. Odin has caught Sparks once again. This DRS is not going to be very helpful in this straight. Goober spun it in the middle sector. He's going to fall back some places here. And it looks like we have a virtual safety car. And everyone quick on the binders here, trying not to exceed the delta. So virtual safety car has been deployed. Goober only spun. I don't know, is there any wing damage involved? Maybe that had to do something. Oh, yeah, Goober's lost an entire front wing. So yeah, makes sense why the virtual safety car came out. So second safety car if you count the safety car involved. However, this is just the virtual safety car. You're on lap 16 of this race. So maybe some drivers taking an opportunity to pit here. Maybe. I mean, except for Goober, obviously. I mean, this is a good opportunity for Goober to come into pits, but if the full safety car came out, that would be a huge sigh of relief for him. DRS is enabled, but the safety... Oh, there's the safety car coming in. So we're green once again. Lap 17 of this 29 lap scheduled race. The top two, the McLarens, have pranced away suddenly. And this might shake up things in the team standings, aka the constructors. With the two in front here, Dreams holds on to the fastest lap so far. Goober might steal it here with the soft tires advantage. Sparks has moved up to fourth. Still Odin's all over his rear ring. Sparks breaking the slipstream here, taking the defensive line in turn one. Odin heavy on the brakes in the turn one, but can Odin get it done? Yes, he can. He has passed Sparks for P4 now. Sparks is going to fight right back. This is another passing opportunity here. When you get passed on the main straight, you can pass your rival here in this turn, but Sparks unable to do that here on this occasion. So Sparks will have to regain all this ground back, potentially pass him on this upcoming DRS point. And Sparks is losing time to Odin here. He is struggling in this race. Dreams improves on the fastest lap, but it might get shattered by the man in 8th place right now with that soft tire benefit. He might He might can go the whole way here, but it's going to be risky. It will be risky. For Goober saying. So everyone who is on the hard compound tires can make it the whole way, unless if a safety car comes out, they can get an opportunity to fly into the pits, put on a fresh set of softs. 11 to go here at Bahrain. Sparks was down a second. Now he's down to 0.3 here on this lap. He is gaining a lot of ground back on Odin, a car he does not want to battle. Odin will break the slipstream. Here we go into turn 1. Will Sparks do the same thing? Sparks is going to go around the outside. Not that quiet in front of Odin there, so Odin's going to maintain it. But Sparks is going to have another DRS opportunity, and he might get it done here. Odin will block the inside lane, but will Odin go deep into the corner? Odin slightly deep there, but he's able to keep it straight in front of him. Remember, Odin has a 3-second time penalty, so technically race-wise he's not racing him, but I think he want to keep Sparks right behind him. Sparks is doing a good job keeping up with Odin. Sparks is going to have the DRS once again. Lap before he was able to try to get to the outside of him, but not quite in front of him. Odin once again taking the defensive line. Here we go. Flashbacks in the turn 1. Sparks not able to get it done, but once again, here we go. On this main straight. Odin left the inside lane open a little bit there. Sparks could have taken that, but I think with this mistake, Odin hesitated a little bit. Who is going to give up the position going into the S's here? Sparks in front of Odin, finally. He's up to P4, but Odin dive bombing to the inside. Sparks forced out wide, but Sparks will have better traction on the corner. He stay into P4 now. Now his next target is... oh no, he got hit behind by Odin. And Odin's going to breeze on right past him. And Sparks is just living it. He does not want to be behind this driver anymore of this race. I think Odin's tires are heated up. I think that's why he got passed instantly there. And you think back to last week at Suzuka, Sparks was having a hard time getting around the cars he did not want to battle with. One of those being Odin, right, who's currently right behind him. And it's just been frustrating in this final few stages of the series. Less than 10 to go here at Bahrain. It is Dreams, championship leader, leading lap to lap so far. It's not over till it's over. Corbel plays in second for his return. He has a 3-second time penalty, if I'm not mistaken. Diffusion trying to see if he can close that up. He's currently 3.2 seconds behind Corbel. He's currently in third. Sparks and Odin, fourth and fifth. That guy, Zachman, 6th and 7th, and Dr. Goober Jr. in 8th. And Goober has gained all that ground back, and now he is he's almost right behind the two Ferraris now. Let's have a look and see what his tires look like. So 5 old lap softs are slightly better than the hards, but those softs will go away here very shortly. Pull up the time penalties, so only 3-second time penalties for the drivers so far who do have them. Now, when you think about the safety car that came out on around lap 10, do you maybe think Sparks, or if it didn't come out, sorry, if the safety car did not come out, and Sparks would still continually be putting pressure on Dreams for the race lead as Odin spins in turn 3 there. And he's continuously spinning with the tires heating up. Getting passed by a lot of drivers here. Do you maybe think that Sparks could still be in the position that he was to potentially pass Dreams, because they were very quick on the straights, but with the DRS it was helping Sparks, but not that much. It was pulling him maybe about 0.2, but that was all it. Two Ferraris currently still 5th and 6th. They have been linked up quite a lot this race. I think those soft tires for Goober are starting to reach its peak now. It's trying to get him the whole way. Ferrari switching lanes here. Zachman to the inside. And he's going to maintain 5th. And that guy, ZP, lost a little bit of ground there. I don't think he's not going to have an opportunity to make a pass here in this turn. The two behind these guys are starting to make their names known. Four laps to go at Bahrain. Laps winding down for some drivers who need positions desperately. Goober spun in turn 3 there. And those tires are, I think they have lost grip now. No more grip left in those soft tires. Oh wow, a 9-lap bolts off. So, yep. They can't hold any more grip. Goober still maintains the fastest lap of this race. And no one else is going to take that away. Odin trying to salvage anything he can at this point, trying to get around the two Ferraris in front of him. 3 laps to go at Bahrain. Goober still spinning in the fast right-hander. Goober's going to come into the pits, and I think that about does it for Goober. He's going to stay 8th in this race. Another soft set of tires. He still has the fastest lap, so he's not really going to go for another fast lap here. He's just trying to get to the entire end of this race. Fusion got a little didn't spin, a little bit slow there. Corbel doing just nicely in second there. No worries from behind. But Sparks is maybe asking Fusion, maybe spin one more time. I think Sparks would deeply appreciate a 3rd place finish, and that might help him there as Fusion gets a 3-second time penalty. Now Sparks needs to start hitting the throttle here. If he wants a podium here, he has it down to 4.8 seconds. He's got to get it under 3 seconds, though. That's Fusion's first time penalty of the race. Only 3-second time penalties for all the drivers. So, 2 laps to go. Odin and that guy's ZP side by side. They can't. That's not how racing works. And that guy's ZP for his first race has DNF'd. For his first start, he'll finish in 7th. That does it for him. And Odin involved in another incident with another driver. This time that driver DNF'd. So final lap here at Bahrain. Impressive performance by Dreams, yeah, keeping everyone at bay. However, it's not been a very entertaining race, to say the least, viewership-wise. And Sparks has it to 3 seconds here. We'll keep an eye on that gap when they come close to the line. Fusion pushing every ounce of the car he has left. Sparks continuously knocking that gap down, but we'll keep an eye on that. Impressive few races for RZX Dreams here. He leads the championship going in tonight here at Bahrain. Missed the race last season. His first race here in Bahrain at JRL, and it's going to award him with a race win. And Sparks is getting around Fusion there for third. Fusion does have a 3-second time penalty, so this race is pretty anticlimactic to say the least. So Sparks will officially take home third, which he definitely needed that, as Dreams continues to stretch the gap between first and second. So Sparks able to hang on to third. Corbel plays for his return back. Second place finish. Fusion finishes fourth. Zachman fifth. Odin's going to hang on to sixth place here, and Dr. Uber Jr. will finish in seventh here as the final two get ready to cross the line. RZX Dreams getting ever so close to clinching that championship win tonight. It's going to help him a lot, as Sparks, as we talked about, did not put in the result he was wanting to. But Dreams loves looking at this. McLaren and Dreams back on the podium in F122, and Corbel Plays will also join Dreams on the podium step. It is McLaren 1 and 2 tonight here at Bahrain. And there you have it, your final results. Dreams will hang on the first, Corbel Plays second, Sparks third, Fusion fourth, and Zachman fifth. That rounds out your top 5 tonight. And stay tuned for post-race podium interviews when we get the drivers in here. Alright, so we'll get the top 3 in here now. Okay, we'll shortly wait for everyone to get in here. Alright, so it looks like we have our top 3 in here. And quite not very entertaining for some drivers out there. But we'll start off with RZX Sparks, who finished 3rd tonight. Sparks, if you could include your audio for the stream and let me know you have it done.
Yep, got it.
Well, Sparks, we mentioned a lot pre-race and during the race how you need to try to pull in Dreams with the battle for the championship lead there, but tonight it just did not go your way. But another podium feels all right, but for your standards, maybe not quite what you wanted tonight. What do you think?
Um, yeah, there was a lot of emotions in that race. OTC got a better, um, he got a better start than me, and he had a lot of speed, so I just kept with him through the sector two, and he just kind of pulled me along, and then Odin came up to the fight, and I don't know if it was lag and if he just lagged into me, but we were having a good fight, and then he lagged into me, causing both of us to spin. And then it also happened again. So it's been a lot of emotions, but I always take a podium when I can get it.
And another missed opportunity tonight with a race win, even starting on pole. Do you think that there's any more opportunities? We go to Brazil next week, and then followed by Saudi Arabia, and then finally Abu Dhabi. Do you think that there's any more opportunities at this point with just 3 more races to go here this season?
I'm gonna put a lot more practice into it. I wasn't happy with the amount that I had practiced, especially knowing that I didn't like this track and I wasn't good at this track. So I'm definitely going to put more practice in. And I do have high hopes for the next few tracks because I am pretty good at some of the few tracks coming up, so I feel good about it. But definitely got to practice more because I didn't have the pace that I wanted tonight. I felt like there was more in me, but yeah, I just got to practice more.
Well, anyway, 3rd to me, I would take that any day. I mean, I could barely even keep up with games and dreams in the first season because they were just dominating the previous seasons. But anyway, 3rd place, pretty alright, but for your standards, not what you were hoping for tonight. But another opportunities coming here at Brazil, Saudi Arabia, and Abu Dhabi. But we'll see you next week at Brazil.
All right.
And we'll move on over to Corbel Plays, who we haven't seen in a while. And Corbel, if you could include your audio for the stream, let me know you have that done.
Yeah, got it done.
All right, Corbel. Well, how about you? You have not raced since Silverstone in round number 1, and here you are 12 races later at Bahrain, one of the most popular and most raceable tracks here in the community in F1. But just explain how your run was tonight. I mean, you didn't have the qualifying you were looking for. You were a few seconds off of Sparks' qualifying pace there. And then just explain how you attacked on every single car leading up to your 2nd place run tonight.
Yeah, you're right about that. I had to practice a lot for this week, just trying to prove that I can compete. And I don't know, I just had the mentality that I had to go out there and prove myself and help my team because I haven't been there. And that's just my. And then I had to gap the 3 seconds, and that's when I really got focused and got it done.
And when you say quote unquote help your team, and tonight you definitely did that done. It's a McLaren 1-2 tonight for the first time in quite a while. Not sure if there's ever been a top 2 with McLaren at all this season because there's not been that many starts from McLaren rather than Alpine, who have been dominating the constructors. But Edits missed tonight's race, and he has been struggling here very recently. He was one of the favorites to win a championship, but he is long gone away from that. Do you think you have what it takes to assist Dreams and putting McLaren in that top spot before the end of the season here at Abu Dhabi coming up?
Oh, for sure. I think that, well, I was in school for a while there and I was just focusing on that. So now that I'm available, I think I can help my team out as much as possible. And I am good buddies with Edits, and he doesn't seem to be competing very well recently. So I think we have a very good chance at it.
And yep, congrats on second tonight, and we're moving on over to Brazil next week, and we'll see you there.
See you there.
And we'll move on over to race winner once again, fifth win of the season. That leads us down to OTC Dreams, aka RZX Dreams, and he showed everyone tonight on stream that he has what it takes to win a championship. But he felt the pressure a lot from Sparks and kind of explained to us Dreams. Also, make sure you have your audio included. Kind of explained to us how much pressure you had to felt when Sparks was right behind you in the early stages before that safety car came out.
Um, it wasn't terrible. I know Sparks is a clean driver, and I know that I put in a lot of practice, and I just knew how to get the throttle on. I made a few mistakes. I went really wide a few times because my freaking finger slipped off the controller. But yeah, I just knew I saved up a lot of ERS. I didn't really try to pull away from him after he stayed in that 1 second, so I just knew I had a bit of straight line speed on him, and I just saved up ERS and just kept him behind me enough that I could keep calm in there.
And like we said with Corbel previously about McLaren and their chances to win the constructors, not only to maybe hang on to a championship title for the driver's side, but maybe even a constructor side, because Edit's not putting in good results recently, and he missed out tonight. But Sparks did put in position that does give Alpine some points. But you two ran 1-2 late in that race tonight. Do you think maybe you and your McLaren team, if Mikey does show up in the next few races, do you think you, him, or Corbel have anything left in the tank coming to Abu Dhabi?
Yeah. I did the math where it's a 12-point gap in the constructors now, and I think that's the smallest it's been all year. Um, that is the first 1-2 in JRL history. I just checked, so I'm super pumped for that. And I know if Mikey can't make it, I prayers up to Mikey and everything he's going through right now with the hurricane. Hopefully he's all good. Um, but I know if he can't make it, I have Corbell back here, and he showed some great pace today, and I'm so happy right now. We're down to 12 points. Let's see if I can get these constructors. Um, I should be good in the drivers. Got to see if I can just keep it up. I also did some math there, and as long as I finish fifth, if I finish fifth in every single race, I should win it. Unless, because Sparks will have to win out, but I should win it then. So it's gonna be
And
tough, but I'll try and do it.
Brazil has not disappointed at all when it comes to F1 in JRL history. I mean, last season you and Games went at it when you two were the championship rivals. Now all of a sudden it's you and Sparks. Uh, do you think maybe you could see a repeat or maybe some deja vu from last season with you and Games, but this time with Sparks?
Um, yeah, I mean, I hope not because it was a really unfortunate race. I mean, I still ended up winning, but I could have won by a lot more. I had a good strategy, and a lot of safety cars came out, kind of messed up my strategy a bit. But I've had quite a few league races around Brazil already, so I'm really warmed up, and I'm like top 2% in the world around there. So or on Xbox at least. So I'm feeling good. Just I know that I feel like I got a really good sense of the track, and as long as I'm not spinning around, I just gotta be consistent. Should be good.
All right, well, that's going to do it here at Bahrain tonight. Congrats on the win, your fifth of the season, and that's going to wrap it up with the stream tonight here at Bahrain Dreams conquers the Bahrain International Circuit. Corbell will make it a 1-2 for McLaren, and Sparks will hang on to a third place podium position tonight, and that does it for the podiums interviews. And that's going to wrap up with the stream tonight. Don't miss any more action we have in the F122 series. Next week out, we'll be at Interlagos. Just 3 races to go when we hit Brazil. And will Dreams be able to hang on to yet again another second championship here in the series? Or does Sparks have anything left in the tank or anything up his sleeve coming up to the final 3 races? The only way to find out is by tuning into the stream next time out. And we will see you guys next Tuesday night at Brazil. And we thank all the viewers out there for watching. With a great race for some, not a great race for many. But, yep, maybe things will turn around this season. At the end of this season, hopefully for some. But, yep, we will see you guys there. And that's going to do it. And we are signing.